In a land where oil is king and lunatics are dictators, lives a man who likes to play hide and seek with biological weapons. Only one man can make him say uncle, a scandal-plagued president named Bill. Gulf War II, Saddam and Gomorrah. Starring Bill Clinton as Commander-in-Chief, Madeleine Albright as Secretary of State, and Bernie Shaw as himself. Gulf War II. And look for the soundtrack by Joey Lawrence on EMI Records. Gulf War II.
It's better the second time around.
Coming soon.
I can actually touch you now without getting a paper cut.
Do not smoke me!
No one would know if someone masturbated in class.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Welcome to another weekend edition of Talk Soup, the show that doesn't give a damn how many shopping days there are until Christmas. I'm John Henson. I don't know, I don't keep track of those things. It's good to be back. You know, I was pretty sick this week, man. I was very ill, but I want to thank Joey Lawrence and Todd Newton for filling in for me at the last minute. They offered to come today in my stead, but I said, no. No, thank you. I cannot linger in my sick bed any longer. I must return because America expects it. Nay, demands it. And as long as I have a bit of strength in this crippled and ailing body, as long as Old Glory waves proudly, as long as there are stars in the sky and noodles in the soup, as long as transvestites shave and hoochies scuffle, I'll be here for you, forever and always, or at least until my contract runs out. Coming up, the revolutionary invisible condom, Conan O'Brien tries out a German vomit sink, a pet psychic probes the mind of a pussycat, plus, look out for that flying fist. Oh, outstanding punching power, but you're going to have to learn to work the body if you want to be champ. First up, Thanksgiving this year at Beverly's house could be more like the 4th of July if her cousin Lakeisha shows up. Yes, the gravy could be flying like a Roman candle, the pumpkin pie spinning around like a grand bloom flower. That's because Lakeisha's messed around with Beverly's boyfriend, Michael. Up next, Jerry Springer tries to patch things up between the cousins and find out why Beverly is still carving turkey with Michael.
Once in a while, in a weak moment, you still go back
But I got needs. And I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I'm not that type of person to go out there and just do anybody else. No, that's not me. I stick with one person only.
Yeah.
That's not me.
Okay. And it's still this guy, even though he's cheating with your cousin. What does your cousin say to you when you...
Nothing. She's nasty.
She's nasty?
Like, she don't give a...
Okay,
No,
her name is Lakeisha?
Yeah.
Here's Lakeisha.
Later in the show, it was deja vu all over again. Well, there's a lesson to be learned here. It's tie down your weave before engaging in hand-to-hand combat. One of the basics, you know, you grab a scrunchie, you put it back. You're not vulnerable to the weave grabbing. Monday on Jerry, her name is Lubertha. She'll do anything to break up her ex-boyfriend's new relationship, even pull on his girlfriend's hair weave. An effective tactic as previously witnessed. Big bad Lubertha, Monday on Jerry. Yeah. Lubertha. For the sci-fi movie Starship Troopers, special effects wizards created life-size killer bugs with gooey innards. This week, Jay Leno decided to dissect one of those rubber critters. Joining him was Troopers co-star Dina Meyer. It was a disgusting anatomy lesson that went something like this.
Wow, that looks pretty real.
This is one of the, I'm sorry. Sit on here, please.
Go ahead.
This is one of the smaller bugs in the movie. The ones in the movie are much bigger. This is one that we dissect in school, and I was thinking maybe we could dissect it here.
Dissect? Oh, look at, oh man. Look at this.
You can just, now, you've got some of these. Can you hold it for me, please?
You do that well.
That somewhere? And, oh, see, this is the heart right here.
This is the heart?
Right.
Wow, this is what they use in the movie?
Yes.
Hey, what is that?
What's what? Oh, geez, what is that?
Man, a can of steam.
Wait a second. Jay, you looking for this earlier?
Oh, there's my belt.
Oh, me, oh, my. Well, listen, folks, I got to make a startling admission. We here at Talk Soup wanted to dissect a bug of our own, but surprise, surprise, we couldn't afford one. So instead, we decided to open up something that was cheap and readily available, like Alan Wu. Wheel him in.
What are you guys doing?
Well, for the past half hour, we've been anesthetizing Alan with a potent combination of Ambisol and ice. Hopefully, this will provide some relief as I reach into him with my bare, knobby digits. All right, Alan. Okay. Oh, hey, there's something in here. Oh, wow. Alan, you're the proud father of a bouncing baby boy. Yeah, that's right. Oh, that's sweet. What a happy, happy moment. Monday on The Tonight Show, Jay welcomes snooty decorating expert Martha Stewart. Stu will be showing off some fabulous new holiday crafts. I think the crafts are new, not the holidays. Oh, look at the... Oh, well, what a chip off the old block. He's already got a pair of glasses. LensCrafters made them in about an hour. Judd has a crush on one of his classmates, but he's having trouble figuring out a way to ask her out. At least he has something in common with her. As we're about to learn in this Loveline highlight, they both enjoy the same extracurricular activity. With more on this kinky classroom crush, we turn it over to Dr. Drew and Adam Carolla.
I was joking with this girl that I like about masturbating in class and how no one would know if someone masturbated in class. So one day...
God would know, Judd. He knows.
Hope not. Anyway. One day, I think it was like a Wednesday, I looked over at her and I saw like her hand and she was looking at me and I looked over at her and I saw like her hand was down there and I saw just from the expression on her face, I could just tell that she was, you know, masturbating.
Right. Working on her long division, as it were, Judd. All right.
Exactly. And,
what junior college do you go to?
Excuse me?
Which junior college do you attend?
I go to Lehigh.
Lehigh Junior College?
No, Lehigh University.
Really?
Yeah.
4 years.
Yeah.
Yep.
Very peculiar behavior for someone outside of the junior college system, but all right.
Well, basically, I did it too.
All right, now what's your question for us?
I'm wondering if this is a problem.
No, Judd, what is your question for us? Is it a problem?
Yeah, it's a problem for the janitor.
Meanwhile, the professor thinks he's given the lecture of a lifetime. Like a scene from the NC-17 version of Goodbye, Mr. Chips. Monday on Loveline, the Q&A will center on making whoopee, either alone or in pairs. Dr. Drew and Adam will continue to chide callers about their kinky sexual proclivities. Yeah, he's going to chide them. Mr. Music, a little something romantic, please. Aw, that's nice. Could we dim the lights a tad? Perfect. And Tom, could you fluff your hair the way I like? Oh, sweet.
How's that?
Okay, I think we've set the perfect mood for this Montel highlight. It features Darlene, a divorcee who's about to be reunited with her first love, Miles. They split as teenagers, but were never far from each other's hearts. And now, without further ado, I bring you the warm fuzzies. I think you'll agree. They're the warmest and fuzziest warm fuzzies ever.
Oh, yes, ma'am. You have questions, Sam?
Are you still in love with him? It also depends on if he's married.
But if Miles was single and, you know, was available and wasn't, you know, with anybody else, and you happen to run into him somewhere.
I'm going to choke you.
What would you say if you ran into him?
What would I say to him?
Yes.
And if he was single and still buff, I would say, oh.
What's that?
I would go, oh, no.
Would you really? Well, do me a favor. Why don't you just go, oh, no.
Later, Darlene and Miles went out to lunch, fell back in love, and lived happily ever after. Aww. Now, let's get back to our miserable lives, shall we? No sense in wallowing in other people's joy. That's not my problem, Tom. I got a promo to do. Monday on Montel, guests try to win back the people they dumped. Tune in as a co-ed pleads to be forgiven for fooling around with a frat boy. I think he was from, like, Tap a Keg of Bud or Bang a Bang a Hoe or something. Stay limber. We just started to tickle your funny bones. Coming up, I'll be reading some viewer mail, skipping over the four-letter words, of course. Plus, find out what prisoners really do with Cindy Crawford photos. But first, a Springer guest gets her clock cleaned. And how?
It's time to go south of the border
Hi, E. Welcome to South America.
for savage parties,
Everybody's dancing, drinking, and woo!
crazy carnivals,
Everybody's almost naked.
and all the untamed beaches you can stomach.
Yeah, hot.
Get a taste of South American spice.
Cooking is like making love. It's touching, looking, and feeling.
Get wild on the Amazon. This Sunday at 8 Eastern and Pacific, only on E!
They lost a fortune.
$5 million?
But they gained. We're the cousins. A family.
Morning!
Look, it's almost 4:45.
Let's go scrub the kitchen floor.
For richer or poorer.
Could we?
Rated PG-13. Starts Friday, December 12th.
There are 11,000 people in Marysville, California. Each year, they're exposed to some 300 germs, which means they have over 3 million chances to catch a cold. And you wonder why we offer 24-hour pharmacy service? Walgreens, the pharmacy America trusts. For the nearest 24-hour location, call 1-800-WALGREENS.
We're looking for a better soap scum remover. I got new Tilex.
And I've got my soap scum remover.
Okay. Tilex takes it off with a wipe. Your stuff doesn't. Try new Tilex soap scum remover. On soap scum, it's the best.
Peekaboo Street for chapstick.
I train a lot. Torture! Especially for my lips.
Chapstick lip moisturizer with vitamin E, a formula that protects to help heal chapped lips.
I'm not the lipstick type. I'm the chapstick type.
Lip moisturizer from Chapstick.
Very upsetting. I guess this reliquary is broken.
Cool. Take me to Anastasia.
There's just one place to find Anastasia, Burger King.
Can I take your order?
Whoa.
Get one cool toy from the new movie inside every great-tasting $1.99 Kids Club meal. Your kids can collect all 6.
Oh, sure, blame the bat. What the heck, we're easy targets.
Ritz sells famous cameras at a Ritz Blitz price. Minolta, Canon, all at a Ritz Blitz price. Nikon, Fuji, at a Ritz Blitz price. 35, advanced photo systems, digitals, now you say it. Say cheese with Ritz at a Ritz Blitz price.
It's a new twist on an absent-minded tale. Get an inside look at all that's goofy and gooey as E goes behind the scenes of Flubber. Saturday at 6, only on E!
I like talk soup like I like my women. Cheap and cheesy. Welcome back to the Weekend Edition. I'm John Henson. If you think animals are always happy, guess again. Your cat could be harboring suicidal thoughts after getting fixed. And your dog might have low self-esteem because you never snip his butt. Just ask Lydia Hibby. She's a pet psychic who reads the minds of thousands of critters. Here she is plying her trade on Lisa's dog Crystal and her pussycat Alex.
say? She's a little worried about it because she said, when I got to you, you made her another little baby, and she liked being part of the family. So she said, I'm a little nervous about it. And she said, your little daughter is very close to her. She said, we're very close.
They're best pals. She
She said, that's my baby. So she's okay that Crystal's going to have her own baby. She's okay with
because she's attached to Lexi.
Mm-hmm.
Now, was Crystal jealous of Alex when we brought Alex home?
No, well, she said, I thought we were getting a black lab puppy. She thought you were going to get a black lab puppy.
Oh, we did talk about it. That's so weird.
She said, but she said, I kind of like being the only dog now. And she loves your place. She said, I go sliding along the floor and do the risky business around the house. And she said, and we chase each other. We have a great game. And she said, once I rescued Alex. Alex was locked in a cabinet. And she said, I told everybody where she was. So Crystal said, I went and got help.
Oh, now, hang on a minute. I'm a little freaked out here for just a minute.
She did
wow.
a lassie. She did a lassie. So she's doing okay. And she said, your husband is a softie. You're the disciplinarian in the family. So she said, I have to mind you.
That's true.
Yeah.
Oh, Crystal.
Yeah.
See, you're okay, Alex. We're going to have a little... Oh. They are truly pals. They love each
really
other.
Good buddies.
Fascinating. And I'm not just saying that. Hey, I got an idea. Why don't we ask East Pet Psychic Donna Dupree to do a reading on her own Talk Soup Bear? I wonder if she can tell us exactly what Wuggles is thinking.
You're feeling all warm and sweaty. The air you breathe is rancid and foul-smelling. You suffer from a lack of credibility due to shoddy workmanship and poor design. You wish you had never taken that internship with Talk Soup.
You're good, you know that?
Yeah. It's amazing what they can do these days. Friday, Lisa's audience does just about anything for the almighty dollar. Tune in for the fun and wackiness Friday. One day, Miranda was watching the Springer show, and she became quite agitated. Her disgust was caused by a panelist named Mary, who was boasting about her flings with married men. Quicker than you could say sucker punch, Miranda was on the Springer stage, venting her feelings about Mary in front of a national TV audience.
What was it that you didn't like about Mary?
Well, first off, she came on national television admitting to be a home-wrecking whore. Then, she can't even get her own man. She settles for sloppy seconds. She's just a whore. She got on here talking about how
She sleeps with married men.
Yes, and is proud of it. Yeah, I think she's a poor excuse for a woman. She's pathetic.
Well, on that lovely introduction, here's Mary.
Wow, that was thrilling. I'm not sure which cheap shot I like better, the sucker punch or Lakeisha's weave pull from the earlier Jerry clip. Can we see both in slow-mo, please, Fred? Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, it's obvious. The sucker punch is much, much more savage. Tuesday on Jerry's Surprise, I have two lovers.
Oh, you wow, how could you?
Not me, Fred, but the Springer guest on Tuesday's show. She's been sleeping with her boyfriend's brother, little minx.
So, we're okay?
Yeah, we're okay. Hang on, Superholics. We got more fun on the way, including our cholesterol-free clip of the week. Plus, a young woman prepares for motherhood by hitting the sauce. But first, Zowie Howie Mandel goes mad for Cindy Crawford.
I had some staples implanted just so it looked
Why?
so people knew it was me.
But I can actually touch you now without getting a paper cut, and that's what makes.
For one young lawyer, the practice of law, you better watch your back, has just become dangerous.
Jury tampering, money laundering.
Are you scared? Yeah, you're in the big water now. The Rainmaker, rated PG-13, now playing everywhere.
You can catch one, catch two, catch three or four.
But new Huggies Supreme diapers could catch even more. Only Huggies have new waist leak barriers at the front and back, plus leak guards at the legs designed to provide all-around protection from even the messiest of leaks. So for leakage protection anytime, anywhere, choose Huggies Supreme, the ultimate in care.
What do a Christmas stocking, a basketball, and a turkey have in common? They're all stuffed. It's Tri-Bond, the hilarious new game that asks you to find the common bond among three things. It's fast-paced fun times three. Tri-Bond, and Tri-Bond for kids.
From a riot in Rio to mayhem in Miami, it's a trio of tantalizing tours. This Sunday, beginning at 6 Eastern and Pacific.
Sure, you can count on Patco when the weather's bad, but you know, we're on time for all the times you need to get somewhere. Got a can't-miss business appointment? No one keeps to a schedule like Patco. Going out for dinner? We've always got another one coming right up. Looking for great performance? Take Patco. Take us out to the ball game. Take us back in time. Take us to market, or Locust for that matter. Because wherever you're going, no one keeps you on track like Patco.
Hello, I'm Lynn Doyle of Comcast Newsmakers, inviting you to join me as I host a new show on the Comcast network. It's Your Call lets you call in and talk to the newsmakers. So please join me every Monday night at 6:30 on the Comcast network.
Watching Talk Soup, the show that blazes through your psyche fast enough to leave id marks. I'm John Henson. Penny and David were an item for 4 years. During that time, he teased her about her weight, pinched her rolls, and called her the Pillsbury Dough Girl. Callous, to be sure, but recently the Weisenheimer had his Heimer wizened, especially after Sally made him wear a fat suit for a day. Here's David's misadventures around Manhattan. Music fans, be sure to check out the fake Led Zeppelin riffs. The rest of you, simply enjoy.
Even something as ordinary as walking through a doorway is a lot harder when you weigh 300 pounds.
Excuse me. Oh, so gross. Oh, go. Say, go. Why don't you lose some weight?
David's next stop was a restaurant, so he could eat lunch. He ordered a hamburger, but the woman next to him seems to be thinking he should get the diet plate. So what did David think of life as a fat man?
I wouldn't want to be fat. I know that. I feel sorry for people that have to go through life like that. And Penny, I'm sorry.
But you're not sorry. You just came out here and said you weren't sorry.
Well, I've tried to get her to do something about her weight, and she won't do it. And yesterday, going through all this...
What happened to accept her weight? Yeah, what did you get out of that experience?
Well, it gave me a little more consciousness of how fat people feel, you know.
It's not fat people or skinny people. It's just people.
Well,
just people.
What was it that lady said when she tried to get by that guy in the fat suit?
You're gross. You ought to lose some weight.
Yeah, isn't that the same thing they say in that new commercial?
You're so gross. Why don't you lose some weight?
Boy, don't you wish you could come up with snappy insults and witty one-liners like that? Well, now you can. It's easy with the Book of Insults. You get great witticisms like, "You dumb guy. Get lost, you ugly person. Go away, stupid. I don't like you. Fat, fat water rat. So's your mom. And you really dumb guy."
You're so gross. Why don't you lose some weight?
Oh, why don't you go away, you old meanie?
The Book of Insults. Pick one up today. dummy.
I'm gonna have to get one of those. Tuesday, Sally welcomes wives who suspect their husband's a hanky-panky. The hubbies in question will be strapped to lie detectors to find out if they're really cheating or just like to act suspicious for fun. Funny man Howie Mandel works tirelessly to bring his special brand of whimsy to the world. And yet somehow, between touring 200 days a year and providing the voice for the animated show Bobby's World, he still finds time to lust for supermodel Cindy Crawford. Here he is on later, expressing those baser desires.
There's many things that are beautiful about you. It's amazing to see you without without staples someplace on the page.
I knew I wasn't going to have to do anything this show. I just have to sit here and.
I've never seen you just right here without the rest of the.
Staples.
Yeah,
I had some staples implanted just so it looked.
Why?
So people knew it was me.
But I can actually touch you now without getting a paper cut, and that's what makes.
You don't have the laminated version, do you?
Pardon me?
You don't have the laminated version.
You have laminated? You have laminated deals of yourself?
I found it safer.
To laminate?
You know,
Oh,
to hold
that's
it safe sex
like a condom thing. You do that? You have to do that with pictures too? Oh, I get it. I get it. This is on. It's late night.
Because
it's late night.
Recyclable, though. They don't care ruined.
I never thought of that about being a model. And you think about that, all the things that people are doing with your
I get letters from guys like in prison, and you know what they're doing with the pictures.
To find out exactly what inmates do with Cindy Crawford's pictures, we sent our camera crew to San Quentin Penitentiary.
Being a convict, I'm greatly influenced by the work of Calder. That's why I make mobiles out of Cindy Crawford photos. Cindy, Cindy, Cindy.
With my collage, I am making a socio-political statement of how the media has made a sexual prisoner out of Cindy Crawford.
I masturbate to him.
Oh, well, he's not as creative as the others, I guess. Tuesday on Later, Cindy Crawford will allow herself to be ogled by another male celebrity guest. Could be a horny comedian or a scuzzball rocker. You never can tell. Yeah. Just ahead on the Soup, viewer mail sent in by one of our lucky viewers who actually has 32 cents to waste on a stamp. Plus, it's the story of the invisible condom. But first, it's monkeys, monkeys, monkeys.
And now she's being used for wildlife education. Did you finish your other one, huh? You want to go over to Jay?